And I say thank you all and remain blessed in Jesus' name. Thank you. God bless you all.
Let's give our chairman a round of applause. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. All right, next on the lineup will be the chairman's or the national president's address. Time is a factor, ladies and gentlemen. And so let's follow the program in detail. The national president, Government College Ibadan Old Boys Association, Dr. Wale Babalaki, a senior advocate of Nigeria, is coming to the stage. Let's welcome him warmly with a round of applause, please. Thank you very much. President, sir. Yeah, I think just before we started, what's your speech? Like the first few pages. First few pages, what? Yeah.
The patrons of Government College Ibadan. Please, before I start my speech, 1971 said, you cannot be holding a meeting in the middle of the hall. You cannot be holding a meeting in the middle of the hall, please. The patrons of Government College Ibadan, namely Reverend Oyebolu, Major General Olutoye, and Banwo Smith. The trustees of the organization, Jide Bademosi, Olutunde Oni, Kolade Mosuro, and my immediate past president. The members of the National Executive of Government College Ibadan, the celebrating set 1970, 1971, 1981, and 1991. Ladies and gentlemen, for the past 3 days, I've been making speeches. I prefer to speak extempore, but because of our limited time and our determination to follow a program, I will read out my speech, which is contained in the program you have with you. The title is Continuous Service to Our Alma Mater. Can we have some silence, please? Can we have some silence, please? Right in front of me, I have a set of boys discussing here. Fagbenro, we can't be discussing here. Please sit down. It is my great pleasure to welcome you to the 92nd anniversary of our alma mater. It is a particularly pleasant reunion. To the glory of God, we will be having a reunion where we can have physical attendance of the old boys. Our 91st anniversary was seriously circumscribed by the raging pandemic of COVID-19. All events were held virtually for the safety of our members. We remain grateful to the Almighty God for providing this improved enabling environment. The last year has been very remarkable for many reasons. First, the old boys have continued to support the school in the provision of infrastructure. I make bold to say that I'm not aware of any other old boys association that have contributed immensely to the physical development of their alma mater like Government College Ibadan. In the last 1 year, the celebrating sets of 1971, 1970, 1971, and 1991 have been remarkable. They have completed the following projects. A, 1970, a museum of GCI artifacts. 1971, street lighting of the school. 1991 September, renovation of an auditorium. In addition to this, the main road has been rehabilitated by an old boy of the school. We remain grateful to the old boys who renovated car and power houses to the highest standards. All these projects will be commissioned by His Excellency, the Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, FNHC, on the 23rd of October, 2021. We are also grateful to the old boys who provided other very useful support to the school in the last 1 year. For example, an old boy donated 10% of his salary from a very successful institution to the financing of a think tank that will come out with the ideas of how to reposition Government College Ibadan. We remain grateful to him. Annual lecture. Our program for this year is well advertised, and an old boy, all old boys are aware of it. We had a lecture yesterday delivered by Osage Ehanire. He was unavoidably absent for a national event, but Shego Gutoimbo stood in for him and delivered the lecture formidably. And to crown it up, it became a discussion on education in Nigeria with the former president of Nigeria, President Olusegun Obasanjo, and the governor of Ogun State, Prince Abiodun, supporting our position. I will repeat this when the governor of Oyo State comes, that his pioneering effort in considering autonomy for Government College Ibadan is reverberating around Nigeria. Engagement with the government of Oyo State. We continue to have a very good relationship with the government of Oyo State. We are particularly impressed with His Excellency, Engineer Seyi Makinde, for his very positive attitude to education in Oyo State in general, and a remarkable response to the yearnings of the old boys of Government College Ibadan in particular. We are in very constant and fruitful engagement with the government, and the response has been forward-looking and refreshing. Honorable Commissioner, I hope you are hearing us very well. The government, under the leadership of the governor, has posted 109 teachers, educational officers to Government College Ibadan. This is a feat that no other government in living memory has ever achieved. I think it deserves another round of applause. We are grateful for his remarkable contribution to the growth of Government College Ibadan. Our teacher support program will now have to be enhanced to provide, one, for the training of the teachers to achieve the pre-1979 standard of the school. Two, more teachers in area where we need to supplement the government's effort. We are assured that with the consistent and constant support of government, we will reposition Government College Ibadan as one of the best secondary schools in Nigeria. I cannot end this address without mentioning that it has been a year when we lost a lot of old boys. This has been acutely hurtful. May their great souls rest in peace. When I was introduced as a legal luminary and a businessman. Gentlemen, I'm not a businessman. I am a lawyer and an infrastructure developer. I am not a businessman. I don't import or export or do anything like that. So at least I should correct myself in GCI if the press will not correct it. Thank you. In conclusion, I wish the old boys a very pleasant reunion, and I wish the celebrating set a very remarkable get-together. 51 and 50 years after they met on the grounds of Government College, IBADAN. Thank you, and thank you very much.
A round of applause for my national chairman. Ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Wale Babalakin, a senior advocate of Nigeria. All right, let's move on with the event very quickly. And, well, I'd ask that you indulge me for a few seconds before we move on to the next thing, which is the conferment of National Merit Awards. Ladies and gentlemen, 92 years is a long time. Time enough for anybody to have earned what we call bragging rights. And so allow me brag a little when I say, you know you went to the right school when a former president of the Federal Republic of Nigeria tells you he envies the fact that he did not go to Government College Ibadan. Indeed, this was said yesterday at the anniversary lecture by Papa Obasanjo. Of course, he cushioned the effect of that statement later on to tell us that BBHS is 100 years old, and we are only celebrating 92. But ladies and gentlemen, as an old boy, I'll tell you this much. We have done a lot, and we will continue to do so. And so the next item is the conferment of National Merit Awards. We have our band with us, who we will ask to give us some music in the meantime, whilst we put together the arrangements. Let's have the Adonai band. Please pick up your stuff, and let's have what you came for us with.
Thank you very much, Funshaw. By the instruction of Mr. President, the #1 citizen of GCIOBA, Wale Babalakin, we have been here for long. Some of us came in here as early as 7 a.m. And it's just right that we should go straight to lunch now. We want to eat now. But it's going to come in this order. And before I go into that, it's just appropriate for me to, at this time, appreciate our president once again. The lunch and the cocktail we are having this afternoon was donated by Mr. President Wale Babalakin. I don't want to attach a price to it, but it runs into millions of naira. So, the president is here. I want us to appreciate him by putting our hands together. Let's put our hands together for Wale Babalakin. Both the lunch and the cocktail he donated to the planning committee. I imagine where I would have gotten the money if not for this man, Wale Babalaki. God will continue to bless you, sir. I thank you, I thank you, I thank you. All right, okay. We want it to be very orderly. And you know, in our characteristics, our custom is buffet. So we are going to file out. They are not going to serve us on the table. We are going to file out to the serving point. And I want to appeal to us. We don't want it to be rowdy. The music will be going on while we are eating, and immediately after that, we will go into conferment of merit awards. So we are going to start from this table. While this table will go this way, then the other table will also go that way. We have so many serving points, so it shouldn't be rowdy if we are orderly ourselves. So I appeal to us as old boys and young girls and invited guests, please let's be orderly. And as you are eating, you'll be enjoying the music of Adonai.
Sọ́dà àwọn òkè ìgbàlè, èyí ni mo fi ọpẹ́ ẹ̀yìn fún. Gbogbo bàbá tó gbé mi kalẹ̀, gbogbo yín pátá ni mo kí. Látòrí Pressy.
Where are the ushers? Let me see the ushers here. Please come. Let all the ushers report here immediately. Can I see them? We have 12 of them in this auditorium. Where are you? Ushers, come. As you come, the Lord bless you. Our trustees are already going, and I want the ushers to usher them table by table. As we mentioned to you, you will lead that particular table to the serving point. Thank you and God bless you. Yinka, I know you are going to give us your best today. We brought you here purposely to make us happy. You are my namesake and I trust you will do us good. So, go on, my brother.
Thank you, my chairman, sir. All right, so ushers, please, let's do as you have been instructed. Just ensure that each table, starting from the trustees, gets to go to where they will be served. And then we want an usher for every table. All right, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let me also very quickly mention that we have tickets for sale. Raffle Draw tickets are for sale, 250 naira each. There you have to the left-hand side of me, the grand prize of a deep freezer. Oh yes, somebody's going home today with that freezer, alongside all the other consolation prizes you can see. So make your way to the table. You find tables where our vendors are, and you can make purchases if you like. You can buy your tickets. You don't want to wait till the end of the program when the raffle draw has started before you start buying your tickets, please.
Recognize your presence. National President. Gbogbo GCI. Old Boy Association. Orígbé ọ̀wọ́n. Tọ́jà àwọn òkè ìbàdí. Ẹ̀yìn ni mo fi ọ̀pá ẹ̀mí wò. Nítorí tani bọ́ tún gbéga o. Ìkó ṣe bàbá lókè. Tani bọ́ tún fi gbogbo ọ̀pá ẹ̀mí wò. Ọlọ́run tó dá àwọn òkè ìbàdí. Ẹ̀yìn ni mo fi ọpẹ́ ẹ̀mí wò. babalaki. Akoniwaju adájọ́. We recognize your presence. Chairman Planning Committee. Adébọ̀dì èyí mo máa pè. Ọmọ wọn ní Ìbàdàn nílòlí ọlẹ́. Ìbàdàn májá mẹ́ta ló fi kára ìwájú lẹ́lẹ́. Adébọ̀dì. Ọ̀yá ní Ìbàdàn. Ilé olùyọlé. Don't represent, don't appreciate Pressy, Babalaki. Ọ̀yá ní Ìbàdàn, ilé olùyọlé. Àlọ́gbéwúrẹ́ jẹyàn, àlọ́gbéwúrẹ́ jẹyàn. Ìbátẹ̀lé wa ká lọ. Ọ̀yá o, ilé olùyọlé. Ogun kò kọ́ wa rí, ogun kò wá rí. Ọmọ Ìbàdàn ṣeré ní kọ̀ọ̀kan, ogun kò wá rí. Alápàṣà pàdélé Olúbàdàn, Ìbàdàn fararọ. Ẹ máa bá mi lọ́jú bá wọ́n mi speak. Dr. Olúdáre, Olúbùnmi Òyìn. Ṣẹ̀yẹ Ògúnrìndé. Michael Olúwọlé Amúsàn. Ẹ̀tọ́jú lọ́jọ́ Adédìtẹ̀. Ayọ̀délé Mọ́lọ́lé. Akínyòrè Wálé. Dàpọ̀ Ṣọ́nà ayé ni mo máa pè. Àwọn tìmọ́tì yé ni mo máa pè gbìdì. Àyèkáyé tẹ́lẹ̀ wa. Ẹ máa bá mi tọ́jú Sanwó-Alé Babalaki. Ẹ̀tọ́jú ní Ìká Adépọ̀jù. Ògùn tó ìbò Adéwálé. Ọ̀nà délé yé ni mo máa pè Olúṣọlá. Ṣèyẹ Fádọ́nsí níyì ọ̀rẹ́dẹ̀ mi. Adébísí Ṣọ́níbi. Olúfẹ́mi Babalọ́lá. Wọlé Agbọ́jẹ́. Ládìpọ̀ Fọlárìn. Jídé ọmọ Jẹ́gẹ́dẹ́. Délédélé ọmọ Ọ̀ṣun Mákindé. Akin Dáúdì. Adédìbúra ló tì mí. Adéotí Adéní. Ṣéun Abímbọ́lá. Bọ̀sùn Fáṣínà. Ọlárẹ̀wájú Olúbí. Ayọ̀dé orí olówó. Akíṣọlá Babátúndé Túwàk. Ọ̀pẹ́yẹmí Òkèlékè. Adépéjú Babalọ́lá. Adéwálé Adébúlé. Kò wípé ẹ̀ lágbára ẹ̀ tóbi jù ẹ̀jọ̀ táyé lọ. Ẹ̀ lágbára ẹ̀ tóbi jù ẹ̀jọ̀ táyé lọ. Olúwa ẹ̀ tóbi. You no go that you no go question. You say the right be for you. àwọn tẹ̀sí náà wọlé àjọ máa lé. èèyàn ti ṣáájú ṣẹ̀jẹ̀ o àwọn tòkú tó yìnbó. àwọn ògùn kọ́rọ́ bìtì ògùn kọ́rọ́ bìtì. méjèèjì ni méje lógún ògùn mo nílé má jàjà bíà ògùn mo nílé má jàbó. ògùn gbẹ́nàgbẹ́nà ojú yìí ló jẹ́. gbogbo yín pátápátá ẹ̀ máa bára yín dọjọ́ alẹ́ ẹ̀ máa bára yín dọjọ́ ogbó. onídùúró ní ẹ ṣe wo. onídùúró ní ẹ ṣe wo torí. tó bá jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dúró ní wá ti máa sọ̀rọ̀. tó bá jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dúró ní wá ti sá lọ. tó bá jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dúró ní wá tí bá sì lòdù. onídùúró ní ẹ ṣe o. babaláki Wálé Ṣínà-Lágòkè of Nigeria. National President gbogbo Old Boys Association. Adọ́dọ̀rẹ́gbẹ́ lọ́wọ́ o. Babaláki máa dá kọjọ́kọjọ́. Bó bá jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dúró, wá kí bá sọ̀rọ̀. Bó bá jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dúró, wá kí bá lọ. Bó bá jẹ́ ènìyàn ló dúró, wá tí bá sì ṣe dúró. Onídùúró ní ẹ ṣe o. Ẹ ṣe mo ní àdúgbò o. Ẹ máa ṣe mórí àdúgbà o. Sọ́rí kìí ṣe gbogbo ènìyàn lórí àdúgbà. Sọ́rí kìí ṣe gbogbo ènìyàn lórí àdúgbà o. Àwọn ti national president Wálé Babaláki Yínká Adépọ̀jù. Gbogbo 97 cents. èèyàn ti bá gbé lónìí mọ́ máa pè àwọn ti ṣẹ́gun ṣẹ́jà ọmọ tògùn tó yìnbó àwọn ti ṣẹ́gun kẹ́hìndé àbùdàpọ̀ ọmọ ti ṣọ́nà o. kẹ́hìndé ìlàgbéjì rẹ o ìní mi yá o. èjìlá ìgbàgbéjì rẹ o ìní mi yá o. ẹ̀rù ọba mi ò rárá o rárá o. àyà òfò mi ò láti gbẹ́jì rẹ o. èjì rẹ dáadáa mọ́lẹ́kọ̀ọ́ nílé mọ́lẹ́mọ́ lọ́nà o. àní aláṣẹjọ́gbọ̀ babalọ́lá aláṣẹjọ́gbọ̀ sọ́ngbẹ́ ní bọ̀dọ̀
aláṣẹjọ́gbọ̀
ẹ̀jìnìá tó wé o
aláṣẹjọ́gbọ̀
adáṣọ ní ẹni jogún
aláṣẹjọ́gbọ̀
àwọn onídé yé ni mo máa fẹ́
bẹ́ẹ̀ni aláṣẹjọ́gbọ̀
jíjẹ́ jíjọ́ wà gbẹ́jà o
aláṣẹjọ́gbọ̀
ọyọ́ sákàtà nítorí bàbá rà mí.
bàbá ilé mi bàbá mi.
ó ti yí bíbí ní ọyún kan ẹni. ọ̀hún rẹ̀ ti yí kan ẹ̀. Adépọ̀jù ọmọ wọn ní Ìbàdàn. tí a máa ń gbọ́ wá ní kọ́.
oyin biribiri oyin bẹ́ẹ̀ni ohun rẹ̀ ti yí ká ẹ̀.
àwọn ọmọdé bàbá máa ń
oyin biribiri oyin bẹ́ẹ̀ni àti olúwa yìí fẹ́ o.
oyin bíbí ní oyin kan ẹni kan sọ. ọ̀hún rẹ̀ ti yí kan ẹ̀. ó ti yí bíbí ní oyin kan ẹni. Pásọ̀ Adépọ̀jù gbà.
oyin biribiri oyin bẹ́ẹ̀ni ohun rẹ̀ ti yí ká ẹ̀.
Pásọ̀ Yínká
oyin biribiri oyin bẹ́ẹ̀ni ọlọ́run ti wò ó ń bìrì yẹ.
right, thank you very much, Yinka and Izadunai Band. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, as we make our way to the buffet where we have the food, can we please stand up table by table and make our way to the table where you find the food? That's one. Two, we're still Yoruba children, and so let's make space for the elders amongst us, please. My tiers, my grand tiers, please let's allow them have food first, and then the younger generation can, of course, go forward and take theirs. Let's respect our elders, please. Thank you very much.
Today, ọmọ ògùn kọrọ bítí ògùn kọrọ bítí méje nìrè méje lógún oríire má dájá ògùn oníire wá jàgbó ọgbìn gbẹ́nà oúnjẹ bí ló ń jẹ olómi nílé mẹ́jẹ òláṣọ nílé mímọ kí kò bọ́ra ògùn wa ògùn wo òrìṣà bí ògùn mà sí lágbẹ̀ẹ́ ayẹyẹ tó lè wá o bàbá mi tọ́jú rìtáyà ní akọ́mọ́dọ́ fẹ́mi yé ni wọ́n máa pè ọmọ tòlú sóyè ọmọ ọba tí kọlá rẹ̀ ra o ọmọ wọn ní màdí gbogbo ara ni mo fi kíyà o mo wí pé tọ́fà ni mo bá mo bí o tọ́fà ni mo bá o. ọmọ tolú sóyè àní tọ́ba ni mo bá mo bí ó tọ́ba ni mo wà mi ò jẹ́bi sọ́ba mi ò jùlọ sọ́ba tọ́ba ni mo wà mo bí ó. àdìgbọ́ba ni bẹ̀rẹ̀ o àdìgbọ́ba ni dọ̀dọ̀ òye kábíyèsí sórí adé gbogbo jáde lè kádùkú ló ń ṣe tiẹ̀. àdìgbọ́ba ni bẹ̀rẹ̀ o àdìgbọ́ba ni dọ̀dọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ rọ́bà bí. ẹgbẹ́ rọ́bà bí lọ́bàlẹ̀ làwọn bàbá o tótó kábíyèsí rẹ̀. ìdúrà ni ó jìnnà lójú ká lọ lówùúrọ̀ kádé lálẹ́ ẹni àfẹ́nilé ẹ̀wù jìnnà kábíyèsí òun kọ́ bá o. àkíkọ́bá ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ o àwọn àkíkọ́bá ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ o. ọmọ tolú tóyè rìtáyà ìyá kọ́mọ́nà. ìyọ̀nba yìí kọ́ bá ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ o. àti kọ́ bá ní bẹ̀rẹ̀ o. ẹgbẹ́ rọ́bà bí dábàlẹ̀ náà ó kọ́ bá o. tótó àbíyèsí rẹ̀ òun ọ̀gbẹ́ òṣè wọlé ọmọ àgbájé èmi ọmọ òun ọ̀gbẹ́ òṣè. òfò jẹ́ bẹ́tà ó sì tún pa wọ́n bọ̀ o. èmi yóò máa mọ̀. wọ́n pé ó ṣe. Bí o mọ̀ wọ́n pé ó ṣe ó wọlé. Bí o mọ̀ wọ́n pé ó ṣe. Aláṣẹ àìdí àkọsí. Bí o mọ̀ wọ́n pé ó ṣe ó. Adájọ́ ní ilé nítorí. Bí o mọ̀ wọ́n pé ó ṣe. Òkú yọ lẹ́dẹ̀, òpè bá rẹ̀ lẹ̀. Bẹ́ẹ̀ ìjẹ́ ẹ máa bá mi lọ́jú sáà bàbá wọlé. Ọmọ bàbá lábí. National President, Old Boys Association. Ọmọlẹ́ni wọ́n kàn gbé wọ́n sórí bẹ́ẹ̀ni wọ́n jábọ̀ ẹ̀yìn ọ̀lẹ́ àbùkù ló kọ̀. Bí ọmọ wa tó ṣe. Bàbá Lákì ẹ̀ bàbá mi tọ́jú president. Bàbá Lákì ó jẹ́ wá lò. Bàbá Lákì àdásọ bí ẹni jogún. Bàbá Lákì akọni wájú wádájọ́. Bàbá Lákì national president. Bàbá Lákì lèkèlèkè aláṣọ funfun. Bàbá Lákì aṣọ bàlá tó wọ̀ sọ́ọ̀rọ̀. Bàbá Lákì ọmọ náà yóò máa bẹ̀ níta kó sí. Bàbá Lákì àpáta wúlá nìyẹn. Ẹnìkan ò lè rí díẹ̀ o. Bàbá Lákì Bàbá Lákì Bàbá Lákì Bàbá Lákì national Bàbá Lákì president Bàbá Lákì lèkèlèkè Bàbá Lákì aláṣọ funfun Bàbá Lákì nọ́mbà wá Bàbá Lákì àpáta wúlá nìyẹn. Ẹnìkan ò lè rí díẹ̀ o. Bàbá Lákì ewé tí ní àṣẹṣẹrẹ ní tìyẹ. Owó bá ẹ gbé, ọlá bá ẹ gbé, àlàáfíà tún tẹ̀lé. Òkìkí pọ̀ sí, wọn mọ bó ṣe jẹ́. Ẹ̀dá tó fẹ́ mọ díẹ̀, Olúwa ni òkú wọn ṣe. Àṣà òde. Adáṣọ bí ẹni tó ń kú. Bàbá ibẹ̀ ibẹ̀ ló wà, ibẹ̀ ló dúró sí o. Ẹlẹ́dẹ́dẹ́jà yóò rí ẹ̀ nínú gbogbo. Ó bá lọ lọ rẹpẹtẹ. Ilá ìrókò rẹ̀. Bàbá mi nílẹ̀ bọ̀. Ìdí inú gbogbo. Tó fi bá inú ẹ̀kọ́ wọ̀ láti wé ẹ̀rọ ra. Kókó àbíríkì bó bára ló fi ṣòwò. Bàbá lákè má bí kan, ohun gbogbo ní jẹ́pẹ́. Bàbá lákè má bí kan, ohun gbogbo ní jẹ́pẹ́. Ní òbọ̀, ohun gbogbo ní jẹ́pẹ́. Ẹni bá ẹ ṣọ̀tẹ̀, onírọ̀wọ̀ jẹun. Bàbá lákè, ìdókò tó tàbọ̀ lèkè. Ẹni bá ẹ sọ̀tẹ̀, onírọ̀wọ̀ jẹun, ìrọ́pọ̀ tó ta, oníléwé bóra o. Nọ́mbà wá, gbogbo student association, GCI, national president. Ẹni bá ẹ sọ̀tẹ̀, onírọ̀wọ̀ jẹun, ìrọ́pọ̀ tó ta bọ̀ dèbí ìléwé bóra o. Ẹni bá ẹ sọ̀tẹ̀, onírọ̀wọ̀ jẹun, ìrọ́pọ̀ tó ta, onírẹ̀wé bóra o. Ìrọ́pọ̀ tó ta, onírẹ̀wé bóra o. Onírẹ̀wé bóra o. Onírẹ̀wé bóra o. Ìrọ́pọ̀ tó bá gbàgbọ́, onírẹ̀wé bóra o. Èèyàn ti onírẹ̀wé bóra o. Ṣáàmà gbogbo planning committee bóra o. Ìjọ ọmọdé pọ̀ jù. Onírẹ̀wé bóra o. Aṣọ yìí náà dé pọ̀ jù. Onírẹ̀wé bóra o. Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. You are not just big, you are not just like you. You are God. So you cannot survive. You are God. I don't know you are not just big, you are not just like you. You are God. Oh, yeah, I'm on the show. You are. You are a gay God. I'm on the show. You are. So great. You are a gay God. Oh, Lord, you're from another. Ọmọ wa ní Ìbàdàn ire. Pásítọ̀ yìí ná. Ó bọ́ lọ́wọ́ bá sọ̀rọ̀ òwúrọ̀. Ẹ̀mí dúdà tó wú. Lọ́lẹ́lẹ́ ní mẹ́rin lọ́mọ ìlàṣẹ. Ìwà gbọ́dọ̀. Ìwà gbọ́. You are not just me. You are not just like you. You are a great God. Àwọn ló ṣe sọ. Ìwà bíkíbíkí 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 bíkí tó lájú 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 tó rẹ̀. Ìyá ẹgbẹ́ ẹ̀kọ́. Ayékáyé sọlẹ̀ wá. Ẹ̀tọ́ ti ṣe wọn mọ bá dúró. Ọ̀rá ọmọ tó ta ní. Bábí ṣe wọn mọ bá dúró. Ìfọ̀ ìfìlẹ̀ yẹn sọlẹ̀. Àrùn máa ní ìfìlẹ̀ yẹn sọlẹ̀. CEO gbogbo wáìnà ní tí lè tó kó. Ọmọ Pastor, give more than good in your presence. What the magic of the sun, glory, hallelujah. Everything about you is great. Pastor, you can never miss it. You reign in majesty, mighty God. Everything about you is great. Oh, yeah, you are great. You are great. You are great. You are great. Everything about you is great. I know you are great. You are great. You are great. My God, you are great. Everything about you. Hey, my Jesus, hey, my Jesus, hey, my Jesus, I saw you got your fucking room, I saw that. Agbára tó ń tabú ayé ya mọ̀nàmọ́ná ṣojú wọn lù fèrè. Ọlọ́mọ bàtà kò ní kọ̀kọ̀ tó ń tẹ̀lé ìrọ̀mù ní gbangba. Ẹ̀yin ni Olúwa kí ọba, ẹ̀yin ni Olúwa ọba wa o. Ẹ̀yin ni Olúwa kí ọba, ẹ̀yin ni Olúwa ọba wa. Ẹ̀yin ni Olúwa kí ọba, ẹ̀yin ni Olúwa ọba wa o.
All right, let's give our very, very musical band a round of applause. Yes, indeed. Yinka and his Adonai band, they have been serenading us. Distinguished guests, Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, as we continue with our luncheon and award ceremony, the time has come to recognize our 4 awardees who we have selected specially. And of course, they have distinguished themselves in their various fields of human activity. Now, the very first on the list, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, let's utilize time wisely, is Mr. Olatunji Ogunsaide of the 1950 set, school number 640, Greer House. Apparently, the very first awardee is somebody close to my heart. And of course, presenting this award, I would like to call on my national president, Dr. Babawale Babalaki, a senior advocate of Nigeria, to come and make this presentation. Sir, let's welcome our awardee with a round of applause, please. My dear sir. All right. Well, very quickly, we have Mr. Babatunde Okuboyejo here representing Mr. Ogunsaide because he's not around. Now, I'll hand over to my national president.
Well, Dr. Davis Olatunji Ogunsaide is being awarded the Merit Award of 1992 Government College Ibadan. We will not be able to recite your CV comprehensively because you are here in absentia. You are absent. So, to receive this award is Okubo Ejo, 1966. Where's the award? Hey, but we have to give him the award. Where is it? Why did you call me? Why did you call me? Government College, IBADAN, Old Boys Association, 2020 Merit Award, Olatunji Ogunseide, 1950. Congratulations, sir. Thank you very much. Thank you. The next person is Oludare Adetokunbo de Muren. Oludare Adetokunbo de Muren. You should have told me that. Okay. Okay. Okay, that's 60. You look too good for 60. Well, he's a professor in the UK, and he had sent word that Ni Ogushola, 1962, should collect the award on his behalf. Government College Old Boys Association, 2020 Merit Award to Oludare Demuren, 1962. Congratulations.
They are not here. But everybody is here, we will read the citation.
The next is Bumi Oni, school number 1596, Field House. Bumi Oni. I saw Bumi Oni. Who will read it?
All right. Mr. Bumioni is a part-time facilitator on the Executive MBA program of the University of Lagos Business School, where he teaches data analytics for business decisions. He also teaches negotiation theory and judgment in managerial decision-making at the University of Lagos College of Negotiation, where he has the responsibility for designing and developing curriculums with clear learning outcomes that ensure students' achievements of expected academic and professional standards. He also supervises postgraduate research projects. Now, since 2008, when he founded the small firm, he has been the managing consultant of Open Wells Limited, which provides tailored consulting services in the area of leadership, organizational effectiveness, and strategy. Clients are mainly corporations at an inflection point, seeking renewed growth, or enterprises desiring to upscale or optimize their end-to-end internal business processes. Now, I could go on and on and on, but I'll just round off with this one. Bumi has over the years been a regular invited speaker or facilitator at the national and international forums including various professional bodies, UNIDO, Harvard Business School, African Business Group, the Pan-African Corporate Governance Forum, the World Bank, etc. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together once again for Mr. Bumi Oni.
To present the award to Bumi Oni is Kolade Mosuro, 1964.
Bumi, hearty congratulations on this award. On behalf of Government College Old Boys Association, we'd like to present this merit award to you. Hearty congratulations once again.
A round of applause, please.
Congratulations, man. Congratulations, man. Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir. The next awardee is somebody who I will tell you I can say 10,000 things about. I had the privilege of not only having him as my grand tier, but also as my boss at the Broadcasting Corporation of Oyo State for about 8 long years. Well, Adeojo Adegbite of the 1967 set, school number 1736, Swanston House, is the next awardee. Okay, I'll just tell you very quickly that aside from attending the prestigious Government College IBADAN, he also studied at the School of Journalism and Television, Berkshire, United Kingdom, as well as the Nigerian Broadcasting Corporation Training School in Lagos, now the FRCN or Radio Nigeria, if you like. Amongst other things, he is the founding managing director, Media Strategies Limited, and of course, during his tenure at the BCOS, well, we had a number of strides to record, which I can personally point out. Ladies and gentlemen, right here before you, Mr. Nyoju Adegbite, the next awardee. A round of applause for him, please. Very well deserved. Of course, to present the award, I'll hand over to my national president.
To present the award to versatile broadcaster, one-time Mr. Music. Growing up in Ibadan, you woke up to either Alex Kondi or Yojo Adegbite. To present this award is another trustee, Banwo Smith.
A round of applause for Mr. Banwo Smith as he makes his way to the stage here. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, you should know he's one of our trustees, and we have very high respect for him, especially us of the feeding bottle era. You're welcome, sir.
Well, Nyoju and the family, I can't say anything about you, but I can say everything. We congratulate you, and on behalf of the president and the board and all the members, we give you this award for all the good things you have done and for all the good things you will continue to do. May the good Lord bless you and keep you. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. A round of applause, Mr. Yoju Adegbite, ladies and gentlemen, an illustrious son of Government College IBADAN, as well as a very distinguished awardee on this 92nd anniversary of our great institution. All right, well, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the program continues. And our next awardee, Oladapo Shonola, 1970 set. A round of applause for him, please. We're expecting you at the stage, sir. To who honor is deserved, honor is given. And I'll just read a few things about our awardee for you to understand why he is more than deserving to be here. Oladapo Shonola was born to the late Chief Olusoji and Chief Mrs. Atinuke Shonola. He started his primary education at the UMC Demonstration School, Okeado, Ibadan. And of course, finished at ICC Primary School, APATA, from where he crossed next door to the prestigious Government College, Ibadan. Of course, he is a very proud eaglet and member of the great 1970 class set. He then proceeded to the Polytechnic Ibadan for his A-levels, and from there to the University of Lagos. Now, his working profile spans a number of years, but then I'll just tell you this much. He started his GCIOBA activities from his class and is one of the foundation members of the set meeting. And to date, he has served in many positions. He has remained the treasurer of the set, a position he has held for over 20 years, ladies and gentlemen. And of course, yes, indeed, a round of applause, please. It takes a lot of credibility to be given such a position, and especially for such a long period of time. And now, just to round off his profile, he is also a foundation member of the GCI Assets Management Committee, and which was created in 2015. Oladapo was involved in a lot of community work, and he is a Paul Harris Fellow of Rotary International. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Oladapo Shonola. A round of applause, please.
To present this award to Oladapo Shonola is Biodun Jola Osho, 1964.
Thank you, Mr. President. Dapo, my boy from Car House. Operate! With the permission of the President, it's my privilege and honor to present this award, Government College Ibadan Obo Association 2020 Merit Award to Oladapo Shonola, 1977. Congratulations.
Many congratulations to you, sir. Let's give him a warm round of applause as he makes his way back to his seat. We're not done offering and giving our distinguished awardees their awards. Next on the list is Folashodun Adebisi Shonubi, 1973 set, school number 2649, Fieldhouse. Can we give him a round of applause? Is he here with us in the auditorium? Okay, I hear he's with us. Very quickly, Mr. Folashodun Adebisi Shonubi holds double master's degrees, respectively, in business administration and mechanical engineering. Wow. From the University of Lagos, he is a resourceful banker with over 30 years of professional experience. Now, prior to his appointment as Deputy Governor of the Central Bank of Nigeria, he was the Managing Director and CEO in the Nigeria Interbank Settlement System PLC from 2012 to 2018. Before becoming the Managing Director NIBSS, Mr. Shonubi was at different times Executive Director Information Technology and Operations at the Union Bank of Nigeria, Director Information Technology and Corporate Services at Renaissance Capital Nigeria Limited, with responsibilities for the group's IT infrastructure in the whole of the African continent. Of course, he was also the Executive Director, Information and Technology, EcoBank, Nigeria. Now, as a round of his profile, I'll tell you very quickly that Adeshonubi's professional and personal foundation in life was nurtured when he was admitted to Government College Ibadan in January 1973, following the footsteps of his father, Dr. F.A. Shonubi, who also attended GCI in 1949. He was sent to Field House. Now, he's an avid but undistinguished golfer. He is married to Oluyemi Shonubi and has 3 lovely daughters. Can we please put our hands together for Mr. Adebisi Shonubi?
Another round of applause. Ade Shonubi is part of the aristocracy of Government College Ibadan. His great father was in Government College Ibadan in the 1949 set and was head of school. Can Pa Shonubi come up stage, please? Yes. And his loving mother, Mrs. Ajibike Shonubi, is also here. She is Queen School Ede. A round of applause for Mama. Queen School Ede. Baba was head of school, Government College Ibadan. And his sister, younger or older? His older sister is also here. Mrs. Odutola, please come up stage. This is Government College aristocracy. If your father came to Government College and was head of school, and you went to Government College, raise up your hand. Was your father, who was raising up his hand? Then your father was head of school, and he's here. Dr. Falashe, please come up stage. Dr. Alade, I mean, Dr. Alade should come up stage, yes. Come up to the stage. Mama made it too. BC Laka, please come up stage. Yeah, let's create space here. Come on, Mama. Careful, Mama. Careful. 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 Yeah, come up with that. Let's see. It is a great pleasure to be in a position to present an award to a Government College aristocrat. Shonubi's father was head of school. Shonubi's mother was in Queen School, Ede. Shonubi's sister was in Queen School, Ibadan. So the family attended the choicest schools in Western Nigeria. Congratulations. And for distinction, for contribution to service, which I can testify to, for commitment to GCI, though very quietly, it is our pleasure to present this award. And since I'm senior to him, I'm comfortable to present the award to Shonubi. Congratulations. Government College Ibadan Old Boys Association 2021 Merit Award, Adebisi Shonubi, 1973 January. Congratulations, congratulations, congratulations. Thank you, and thank you very much. Thank you.
A round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. It's not every day you see a lineage of Government College Ibadan students, ancient, modern, and feeding bottle, if you like. A round of applause once again as they make their way back, please. All right, we have the next awardee who I'm sure is gearing up to walk up to the stage. I'll read his citation. Olufemi Babalola, FNSE, FNHE, 1975 set, school number 3114, Car House, Oh yes, I hear the applause going already. Now, if you don't know who this man is at all, once you hear the name Jogo, then by now you know exactly who I'm talking about. But then let me read his citation. Olufemi Babalola Ademola was born at Jericho Nursing Home. Wow, my dear sir, we were born at the same place, sir. On the 19th of October 1963, he is a proud indigene of Fiditi in Afigio, local government of Oyo State, Nigeria. He is a Christian and is happily married to a successful pharmacist. The union is blessed with wonderful children. Now, Femi had his primary education between 1970 and 1975 at the United Missionary College Demonstration School, Lokeado, Ibadan. He was admitted to Government College Ibadan for his secondary education in September 1975 with school number 3114 and was posted to Car House. All right, as a patriot and a loyal citizen of his country, he had his national youth service between February 1987 and January 1988 at the Solel Bone Nigeria Limited, now RCC. As a result of his dedication and commitment to work, he was retained and was employed as a pupil engineer. Now, well, this is a whole page of activities. And so I'm just going to shorten it. I'll jump to his GCI activities. He was the vice chairman of the GCIOBA Ibadan branch between 1993 and 1995. He also served as the chairman of the branch for the years 2015 to 2019. Now, on two different occasions, he chaired the annual Goat Case and Luncheon Organizing Committee. He was made a pioneer member of the GCI Governing Board and later became the chairman when the pioneer chairman felt he had adequately trained and prepared him for his role. Ladies and gentlemen, I present to you Mr. Femi Babalola. A round of applause, please.
Femi Babalola, my boy, has been a very effective contributor to the emancipation of Government College. As chairman of the governing board, school governing board, his commitment was total. And we're grateful to him. He's one call away from any issue, and he's always there to respond. I will call on Yomi Jones, who also served with him on the committee, to come and present the award to Femi Babalola, better known as Jogo. Yomi Jones, 1963. 1963.
You see, this is a very great honor being given to me. We call our Ibadan branch the home branch. And the man who drove it for a long time is none other than Jogo, Femi Babalola. And I'm being told that he has said for as long as possible, Jogo Center, what is that all named? Or where we do the okay, banquet hall. Maybe we are going to change it to GCI hall. It's like one of, yes. Yes, we're going to GCI hall. Mr. President and members of the ESCO, I'd like to thank you for honoring this man for a job well done. We thank him very, very much. He has put all he has into Government College Ibadan. Femi, all the best. Thank you very much.
Thank
Congratulations, and wishing you all the best. And his classmates came out very actively with him. Most of them are very new faces. I think we were out when they came in, but we're very happy to see you all. Congratulations. Congratulations. Thank you very much. Thank you.
A round of applause once again, please. Let's appreciate our awardees all together. Yes, indeed, they deserve all the applause that we can give them. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, do not forget in a hurry that last year was the COVID year. And indeed, I must say, it took its toll on many of us in one way or the other. But particularly so, 3 sets were supposed to have celebrated their anniversaries last year. And those sets, namely 1970, 1980, and 1990, they were unable to do so. But today, because we have the gift of life and the grace of God upon us, would like to recognize them specially and commemorate and celebrate them. We have not forgotten that last year was supposed to be your year. And so can we please also give a warm round of applause to the 1970 sets. Are you here, please? Can we stand up? A round of applause, please. Let's appreciate them. If you are to pull up a calculator and find out how many years it's been between 2020 and 1970, that's 50 long years, ladies and gentlemen. A round of applause for them once again, please. We appreciate you. Okay. All right, don't worry. The next set would like to very specially recognize is the 1980 set. They were also supposed to have celebrated their anniversary last year, but we need not go back to that. A round of applause to them. Please stand up for recognition. Thank you. All right. And of course, finally, the 1990 set. Now, this one is coming closer to my own genre of Government College Ibadan boys, but then, can we have the 1990 set stand up, please? I'm sure I'll recognize a number of them. Are we here? 1990, please. Okay. Well, we recognize them in absentia, if that's the case. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Mr. President, sir, let's move on to the next item on the program, and which is a special recognition of our celebrants for this year. Now, personally, just doing a bit of research, I don't know if I'm biased to say this, but I'll just say it anyway. The 1971 set, based on my little findings, have been one of the most prominent sets when it comes to activities here at the Government College Ibadan. I'm not saying that because the national president is from that set, but because a number of other things that are evident when you drive from the school gate all the way down into the auditorium itself, which is the school premises. And so we celebrate 50 long years of the 1971 set of Government College Ibadan. And they'll be making their way to the stage. As they make their way to the stage, on the screen here, you get to see a chronicling of some of their activities over the years. And so a round of applause as the 1971 set Government College IBADAN make their way to the stage. Let's welcome them with our applause. My chairman, sir. Yes, indeed. Can we please have the young girls too?
Let them know that this is the chairman's president's set.
Exactly.
Set. Wow.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, the chairman, planning committee of this 92nd annual reunion is from the 1971 set. I've mentioned that my national president is also from this same set. The public relations officer, GCIOBA, is also a 1971 set member. All right, sir.
Look, I apologize to the 1970 set. Before 1971 comes out, please, 1970, come out.
No, he actually recognized them.
All right, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, we recognize the 1970 sets from a distance, and I have been told that I injected a bit of Nigerian politics. And so, in an attempt to redeem myself from that image, let's call the 1970 sets to the stage and recognize them properly. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1970 sets are here with their young girls. Forgive us, sirs, my tears. I personally crave your forgiveness. Okay, photographers, media, you have the floor. My tears, can we please organize ourselves? Okay, make way for the young girls too, please. For the sake of the camera, let's spread out a bit so we can have our pictures. Are we ready? 1970 set. All right, let's have the clicking cameras very quickly. Time is a factor, please. 1980 sets, please be on standby. Okay.
The 1970 set came out in full blast. I want to apologize for the actions of the MC. You see, we have to be soft on those who came to GCI after 1979. They missed a lot of the tradition. We are trying to teach them. I don't know how you could have called out 71 before calling 70, even though the seniority is very marginal. But congratulations. This is a memorable photograph that will be all over the world. Has it been taken? Congratulations, 1970. I congratulate the young ladies, the young girls, for tolerating these very terrible men. You have been great. Because I know all of them, one by one, they are very terrible. Congratulations, eh? Thank you. Hey, my bro. Thank you.
You cannot spoil our bad news.
No.
My national president is definitely a stickler for due process, and definitely somebody who respects his elders. You know, ironically, you look at the different sets within Government College Ibadan, and just one set above of the other, you tend to assume that it's just 1 year, but the level of respect that lies between those sets remains untold. All right, so 1980 set. Can we please have the pleasure and the privilege of having you walk to the stage? All right. 1980 set. Not yet. We're still recognizing those who couldn't make it last year. Please make your way to the stage and let's recognize you specially. And of course, you can have the cameras clicking and we glaze these memorable pictures. COVID-19 will not rob us of our well-being in Jesus' name. That's right. All right. Just a few representatives of the 1980 set who celebrated that number of years last year. Can we please give them a round of applause as we take pictures? Thank you very much. Special recognition. Please, 1990 set, get ready. Thank you, my tears. Thank you, sir. A round of applause, please, as they make their way back. Sorry. Do we have the 1990 set available? I remember they did not stand when I called them earlier on. 1990 set. There's little or no time. We're moving to the 1971 set. My president, sir. I think it's safe to say we can move on in the absence of the 1990 set. All right, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, let's have the 1971 set, the golden set for this year. They're celebrating 50 years of God's grace, 50 years of human achievements, 50 long years of service to humanity.
Young teenage boys when they started 50 years ago, but in their interactions with one another today, they still remain boys, despite the fact that many of them are fathers and even grandfathers. Like they say, boys must be boys. The foundation of academic, social and moral virtues laid from the admission into the premier institution of the old western state of Nigeria in 1971 to their passing out in 1975 and 1977 for those who stayed for the A-levels has crystallized into responsible, successful and great men of integrity today. They all, without an exception, gained admission into Government College Ibadan, and GCI passed through them. Of immense value to these men who 50 years ago were boys is the bonding, camaraderie, brotherhood and chivalry which tends to render assistance to one another without fuss, morally, materially, professionally and even counsels. Such is chivalry of the 1971 set of GCI, which in some jealous quarters was given the sobriquet APATA Ganga Grammar School. Reliving their experiences and escapades in GCI was an underscore of their fellowship.
It's always a pleasure to have reminiscences about Government College Ibadan. In my relatively long sojourn in school, that was the place I spent the longest period of time. 5 years for the O-levels. And it was remarkable from the beginning.
GCI, my GCI. My best moments in life was spent at GCI.
I had fun in school. I have a lot of good friends. We are still friends to date. Very great school, the best school anybody could ever have gone to.
But the whole of my experience in GCI is memorable. But there's one I remember above all else. We had this, when we were in Form 2, Form 3, we had this senior. He was known as a bully all over the school. From Swanston House, Block 4, to Greer House, he was a bully. You saw him and you crossed the road to the other side. You did everything to avoid this man. But in spite of that, he would come after you and show you that he was boss. But there was one day, we heard of an epic fight that crossed house grounds, started in Greer House and ended up on a hockey field. It was between one Mr. Sheung Oyefeso and one Mr. Bangbelu. And we thought that Mr. Sheung Oyefeso, who was a proverbial bully, would be having the upper hand. But he was thoroughly trounced by Bangbelu. And we were so happy. So after that period, once Sheung bullied us, we said,
A unique characteristics of old boys of Government College Ibadan is the appellation given to their wives, who are called young girls, even if the young girl is an octogenarian. So the young girls of the 71 set are usually amazed and amused at the boisterous conviviality amongst their husbands, as they joke and banter like innocent but mischievous teenagers.
In 1972, I was coming from the dining hall in company of my good friend, Dupe Odili, and I was telling me of how Barry Bunet, one of our seniors, Barry Adebanjo, that sent me to go and get him hot water to take care of his leg that he had injured in a football match. And I told Mudubu Odili, who was also known as Okon, that don't mind this Barry, I cannot assist him in any way. All I had there was a loud bang from the rear, a loud serious slap, and earth-shaking slap. It was Barry. In any case, to cut the long story short, I spent the next couple of weeks under his bed in the night. I would resume there by 8 o'clock, then leave there by 12 midnight. I kept on staying under the bed every night for a couple of weeks, until one day, Barry himself went to Crispo, came back drunk. had slept on the bed. I joined me on the floor of the bed. His colleagues and mates now said that, okay, boy, just go away. I'm sure the following day, Barry was so embarrassed to come and attempt to resume my punishment. So that was what the experience I had.
If you attended GCI and you passed out without a nickname, GCI did not pass through you. It was fun hearing nicknames like Luffy, Sumi, Okon, and lots more that time will not permit to share many more.
When we entered in Form 1, the three of us were inseparable, given our shared backgrounds. And then one fateful day, we ran into Fari Ekeplis of Swanson House, 1970 set. He asked for our names. He asked why we were always together. We explained to him that two of us were brothers and the third one is a very close family friend. Fari Ekeplis looked at me and determined that I looked like a loaf of bread. From that day on, he gave me the name Luffy. He looked to my elder brother, who is very fair in complexion, ginger hair, pink lips, and said he looks like a bowl of soup. And from that day on, he christened him Soupy. Till today, my senior brother is still called Uncle Soups. And he looked at the third member of the trio, Femi Odutoye. His complexion is somewhere between my own dark skin and my brother's very fair skin. And he christened him Beverage. Luffy, Soupy, and Beverage, the standard GCI breakfast.
Only classmates knew the source of these nicknames, and all that remains a secret of tomorrow. But the names have stuck, and we still call ourselves by these nicknames. But I would like to just share one incident that happened at the University of Ife. I had a bike accident, and the security man on the spot asked my classmate, my friend Kinabo of blessed memory, asked him of my name, and he racked his brain, and all he could remember was my nickname. He just told the guy, he said, "Oh shit, it's late."
In GCI, we all wanted to have big afros like Michael Jackson, and my mother always used to shave my head, always, because she also just go to school, get your head shaven. And one of my classmates, who is a bloody rascal, Onodele, anytime he sees me till today, he'll say,
Indeed, GCI was a ground for all-round development of the boy into a man in discipline, academics, sports, and extracurricular activities. All of these attributes are inherent in virtually every product of Government College Ibadan, especially the 1971 set. A set of quote-unquote rascally and exuberant boys. But in all of the rascality and exuberance were noble virtues that have transformed these bubbling young men into very successful leading lights in their various endeavors. If you attended Government College Ibadan and Government College passed through you, there's every likelihood that you would develop a passionate attitude to give back. In celebrating the anniversary of the year of entry of any class set, especially 30th or 50th, it has become a tradition to embark on infrastructural projects as a way of giving back to keep the torch of GCI aglow. The 1971 class set, which had always been given back over the years, has embarked on a major transformation this year, 2021, to mark the 50th anniversary of its entry into GCI. A philosophy postulates that when you possess light within you, you are likely inclined to shine it externally. In this regard, Government College Ibadan will forever appreciate the 71 set for bringing light to the streets and to the school compound of this great institution. In the Holy Writ, God said, "Let there be light," and there was light. The light came through God's supernatural power and not through any generator. In consequence, By tapping into God's supernatural solar power, the GCI 1971 class said, declared, "Let there be light on the streets of GCI school compound," and indeed, there was light. Gbosas to the GCI 71 set for this laudable feat. As you peer into your graying years, may the lamps of joy continually illuminate your lives and encompass your fellowship and association with the bright sparkles of peace, love, harmony, and the unlimited great grace of God.
Before we move on to the next set, which we will be celebrating today, I have to very quickly announce that His Excellency, the Governor of Oyo State, Engineer Seyi Makinde, is already on his way to the school. In fact, it's just a few minutes away. But what's important is that the commissioning will be starting right from the gate. Do not forget that we're commissioning the road that comes into Government College IBADAN today. And so that's where it will start. We'll have people leave this auditorium, the concerned sets. They will be with the governor whilst the rest of us continue with the program. And so just bear that in mind as we go on. Now we have a special recognition of 40 long years. The 1981 set is also being recognized today. And so can you please put a warm round of applause together for the 1981 set as they make their way here to the stage, and we give them special recognition which they are very deserving of. 1981 set, please. Oh, there you have them, donning white. You know, earlier on I was talking about how 92 years gives you enough time to brag about your achievements. 1981 set, please, we're waiting for you. Let me make a quick diversion and point out that personally, working with the government offers you access to certain bits of information. I can tell you very confidently that the last 4 commissioners to occupy the position of youth and sports in this state have been GCI boys. If there's anybody who wants to contest that, you can stand up. But let's give a round of applause for that feat, please. Yes, indeed. And I'll tell you their names right after this. Ladies and gentlemen, the 1981 set. My dear sir. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, can we please clear the walkway and thereby allow space for movement, please? All right, 1981 sets, my dear sir. We celebrate you. And so, what's special about this set is that every single set in Government College Ibadan is special. And so, I think that says it all. A round of applause once again, please. All right. Well, if we have anyone amongst the 1981 sets who has something to say. Okay, but Mr. President has something.
I'm sorry to interrupt you. It will continue. Sets that have projects to commission should go and wait by their projects. The governor is less than 15 minutes away, and we will start from the gate. We'll come to the hostels, then we will come to the museum, and then we will take a short tour to the medical center, and then we'll commission the street lights around the museum, around the museum, and then we'll visit the new auditorium. Please, those sets that have projects we commission, go and stand by your projects in the next 5 minutes. Thank you.
Thank you, my president. All right, we have the chairman, 1981 set, who wants to say something to us.
Good afternoon, everybody. It's a privilege to be here this afternoon with my colleagues, celebrating our 40th year of entering GCI. A very special, please. It's a very special year for us, and we are eternally grateful to Government College for instilling all that it did into us in our formative years, and has led us to become who we are today. We are also presenting our own project, which is the inverter system that we're putting in the admin block. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody. We're very proud to be a part of this.
Maiteo, I will not go without noticing you're wearing Sanchos. Yes, indeed. Those were the shoes back then. A round of applause for the 1981 set, please. These are great individuals. All right. A round of applause once again. Thank you for coming. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, okay, well, I have the privilege, 1981 set. Before you go, you have one of your class teachers here, fine arts, also an old boy. He wants to give a few remarks before you go. Okay, then, he's just saying congratulations to you and that he recognizes you. Well, as we await the arrival of our amiable governor, and very quickly, let me point out to you, distinguished member of this auditorium, that Governor Oluseyi Makinde will most likely have something for us. And so you want to stick around. It might be words of commendation. It might be something he packaged. You never know. And so let's be dutiful enough to stick around and wait for the governor's arrival, ladies and gentlemen. It's very important. Other than those who are commissioning projects, let's remain seated. And of course, we have so much to enjoy. We have the music, we have drinks, as well as other refreshments. All right. Now, for those who don't know, 1991 was a special set or a special year in Government College Ibadan, and especially across the educational divide, because it was in that year that the educational system changed. Yes, indeed, we went from the previous 6334 into the brand new system, hence having two sets in 1991. And so the special recognition for the 1991 set will start from the January class of the set, and then of course we'll do the September set of 1991. And so celebrating 30 long years, we have the 1991 set. Are you ready to make your way to the stage, please? 1991 sets, can we have you? Okay, you see the illustrious sons and old boys of Government College Ibadan making their way. 1991 sets, ladies and gentlemen. Sonko J, I cite you. Yes, indeed. That was one of my seniors who I'll never forget. My Oga, my Tio. A number of faces I can't forget. Now, some of these seniors, let me see if I can pick out any of them that were bullies to us back then. 91 January, ladies and gentlemen, all fine gentlemen. In fact, I must be honest, my memories of you guys are very pristine and colorful. Ladies and gentlemen, the January 1991 sets of Government College Ibadan. Let's welcome them with our applause. A warm round of applause for them, ladies and gentlemen, please. Okay, well, as we did with the previous sets, let's have somebody talk to us and tell us why you guys are special.
Good evening, everyone. We thank God for this opportunity for us to be here today, celebrating 30 years of greatness, 30 years of being together. In preparation towards this celebration, as a class set, we carry out some few projects, and I think the projects have been commissioned already. Thank you all, and we pray that in another, we renovated the administrative block, and we also carried out some pet projects for the set. We also pray that by the time we are coming back here in the next 10 years to celebrate our 40th year of entering Government College, all of us will still be alive. Thank you.
I say a big amen to that on behalf of the 1991 January sets. Ladies and gentlemen, a round of applause for them once again. Can we have pictures? Where are our photographers? I think they've gone to meet the governor. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. A round of applause, please. Let's appreciate these very great gentlemen. All right, so the next set, also 1991, will be the September set. Also celebrating 30 long years of life, I must say. And of course, 30 long years of their entry into this prestigious institution of learning. Okay, I haven't met any GCI boy that doesn't have swag. Ladies and gentlemen, you could quote me, or you could beef me, it doesn't matter. That's right. Oh, no. You know, you guys need no introduction, actually. You know, when you see men of timber and caliber, they need no introduction whatsoever. But then let's have... Okay. Well, I've just been informed. All right, they have presented a project, and Kolade Oretiwa will be given a few remarks. He's going to tell us about this project they commissioned. Mr. Oretiwa. right, a round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. The September set of 1991, and you see the projects they commissioned. Please, gentlemen, make your way back to the stage.
Good afternoon, everybody. In commemoration of the celebration of our 30th anniversary into Government College, we embarked on a project. The project was in about 3 phases. Now, what you've seen in the short video is the level of work that went into the renovation of the English Lecture Theatre and departmental building. To the glory of God, we present to Government College IBADAN this laudable project today, 23rd October, the year 2021. We also remember our set members who are not here with us today, but they are here with us in spirit. We pray that the project will be used for mankind and for educational development of the boys, the present boys of Government College IBADAN. The project is estimated at about 12 million naira only. Thank you very much. And we appreciate everybody who has come from near and far to this glorious 92nd anniversary of Government College Old Boys Association. Thank you.
All right, as the 1991 set poses for pictures, we want to enjoin, and this is a personal remark from me. Let's remember that with every passing set, there's a level of dedication that should be given back to the school. With all due respect, we have a number of high-profile personalities coming from every single set. And I think this is what really drives the motive to want to give back. Because it is this school that runs through you. If you run through a school and the school doesn't run through you, then you've not really been educated. And so every single set, I'd like to implore, should find a way to give back to their alma mater. And if you're not necessarily a Government College IBADAN person or a young girl of an old boy, let us use this opportunity to be motivated and inspired to give back to our alma mater. And you can definitely be sure that the returns will come in multiple fold. All right, well, it is my duty to keep things in motion during this event, and so I'll just very quickly remind you that we still have these prizes up for grabs. We have the deep freezer and a host of other prizes here. If you go to the table, you find raffle tickets for sale. Of course, they come at a token 250 naira, so I don't think COVID has affected anybody that bad. And so, please, let's make our way to the stands and purchase these raffle tickets. In fact, I remember during the 2018 annual reunion, there was an old boy who just gave me one whole booklet. Bam. I was scared. I was wondering what happened. It turned out he was on his way back to Lagos and he couldn't wait. He paid 25,000 naira for that pack of raffle tickets. Lucky me, I made away with about 4 different prizes as a result. But that's a story for another day. Ladies and gentlemen, the raffle draw will be coming up shortly, but between now and then, I'm going to hand over to our band now. I hope you guys are ready to give us some music, because we cannot continue talking at the risk of boring ourselves to death. All right, Yinka and his Adonai band. Yes, I haven't forgotten what I was going on about earlier on. Are you guys ready?
Stay.
Okay. As we await the band to put their... You never use? Huh? I don't see the lead singer yet. Where's your boss? All right. And so very quickly, earlier on, I was talking about how the past...
ọmọ wọn lẹ́kìtì kété àṣírí ẹ̀kọ́ kìtú lójú ewé àṣírí ẹ̀yìn gangan kò má dẹ̀ ní tútù. báyé bá dáyé ìwádẹ̀ máa bá wọn dáyé àní béèyàn bá déyàn ìwádẹ̀ máa bá wọn déyàn. pásọ yín ká mọ́ kí ìyọmọdé pọ̀jù ìbàdàn májàmájà.
All right, sorry, very quickly. Now, if you bought booklets for the raffle draw, you need to remove the duplicates and submit them. That's what you need to do. You tear up the ticket and you submit the rest of the duplicates. This is how we're going to be able to have the raffle draw, because it's from that selection that we will know the winners. Just a quick announcement.
Honorable Fagbero, àsùngbàgbé kan nìkan láíláí àná. Bíbí rẹ̀. Bíbí rẹ̀ kò ṣe fòwò ra láyé. Wálé ọmọ aláwọ̀dé, ọmọ ọmọ wọn láyé tẹ́ o èèyàn ti ṣe yíyé ni wọ́n máa pè ẹ́ ikú ní kékeré. ọmọ wọn ní Ìbàdàn ọmọ ààyè pọ̀jù Ìbàdàn májàmájà pásítọ̀ tó fi wá kára iwájú lẹ́yìn ọmọ jẹ̀bi jẹ̀kára yín ọmọ fi kára yín fọ́ ìlú ogun ọjàrí ọjàrá Ìbàdàn lọ ilé jẹ lánàá ẹran sí kìí ó sọ pé kílẹ̀ fi jókòó gbogbo sì ti àyè bá a pàṣẹ mo bá délé Olùbàdàn Ìbàdàn bẹ́ẹ̀ nìyẹn o mo sọ pé kò má délé bàrárá. ẹ̀gbọ́n tó lé mi pọ́njọ́ mi o mo kíyẹ́kíyẹ́ pọ̀jọ́ pásọ̀ ìránṣẹ́ Ọlọ́run ọba láyé àní ọba tó ń gbàdúrà ní ẹni pásọ̀ ọba tó ń gbàdúrà lọ́bí kìnìún ẹ̀yà Júdà tí kì í fọmọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ abiyamọ àbọ̀jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀. ọba tó ń gbàdúrà nínú mi ọba tó ń gbàdúrà lóbí mi kìnìún ẹ̀yà Júdà tí kì í fọmọ ẹ̀ṣẹ̀ abiyamọ àbọ̀jà gbọ̀rọ̀gbọ̀. ẹ̀dá tó bá ti lọ́lọ́wọ́ bá ó dẹ̀ ti lo gbogbo àdùntú ohun tó lọ́wọ́ bá mi lọ́wọ́ sí aṣòro tú ohun tó lọ́wọ́ bá pọ̀ máa dé lọ́wọ́ sí àti máa gbọ́. pásítọ̀ ló wí pé máa kọjá mi Olùbàdàn gbàdúrà mi láti wọ́n bá pẹ́ lómi rọ̀ máa ṣe kọjá mi Jésù Olúwa Jésù Jésù gbọ́ àdúrà mi pásítọ̀ ṣe gbọ́dọ̀ mi pé láti wọ́n bá pẹ́ lómi rọ̀. Bàbá máa ṣe ọ̀dà ní ẹni bàbá kan bàbá rà sọ́kọ̀ ìyọ̀bọ̀. ọmọ wọn ní Ìbàdàn ní lólórí ìlú ọba bá ìbíára máa jẹ́ sí ọba wa kọlu yẹn Sálímù Adétúnjì àjò òkúkú nísọ onísọ̀bòjì jẹ̀niyẹn lọ́mọ máa jẹ̀niyẹn lọ́rùn ajé jẹ̀niyẹn lọ́mọ máa jẹ̀niyẹn lọ́rùn owó ọmọ àlùjẹgẹrẹ màmàlú ti ṣe àní ọdún ní bàbá kan bàbá rẹ̀ tọmọ ìyọmọ kò fi ní ṣeré bàbá rẹ̀ tọmọ ìyọmọ bàbá ti tọmọ ìyọmọ ẹtọ́jú bísíbísí ìlàkà bàbá rà tọmọ ìyọmọ ọ̀nàrẹ́bù ìlàkàyé ni wọ́n máa pè bí bàbá rà tọmọ ìyọmọ Adépọ̀jù ẹ̀wà wo ẹ̀wà wo ẹ̀wà wo ẹ̀wà wo ní ìgbàlá ọlọ́wọ́ gbọ́gbọ́rọ́ tí ọmọ rẹ̀ lọ sí ayé ẹ̀wà wo ní ìgbàlá ló sáyé níbi rere. Ọlọ́run mímọ́ Ọlọ́run mímọ́ Ọlọ́run mímọ́ Ọlọ́run funfun ẹ̀mí mímọ́ Ọlọ́run bàbá Ọlọ́run àlà ó nínú funfun ó níwà funfun èyí bá lè dédé la ó máa gbé ó fi yìí sọ́wọ́ ọmọ rẹ̀ ò sí lórí lọ́wọ́ ọmọ rẹ̀ ọ̀tún Jésù mi o Jésù mi o ìwọ ló ló lógo.
Pásítọ̀ Adépọ̀jù ló sọ bẹ́ẹ̀.
Ìwọ ló lógo.
Ó ti ní bàbá o.
Bàbá rà tó fọ ìyọmọ.
Àpàlà tó ń làbọ̀ ayé já.
Bàbá rà tó fọ ìyọmọ.
Ọ̀nà tó wá ṣoṣù òní fèrè.
Bàbá rà tó fọ ìyọmọ.
Òkìkí ọ̀kàkà ló ń jà o.
Bàbá rà tó fọ ìyọmọ.
Ọ̀kàkà òkìkí ló ń jà o.
Bàbá rà tó fọ ìyọmọ.
Òkìkí jíjí mọ́láyà mọ́yìn.
Bàbá rà tó fọ ìyọmọ.
Ẹ máa wò.
Ọlọ́wọ́ gbọ̀gbọ̀rọ̀ níyọ̀wọ́ rẹ̀ lọ fi ayé. Ẹ̀rọ olùbàlà tó sáyé àdúgbò.
Your love has taken over. Ẹ fà á sílẹ̀ o. Because I am confident in you. Àbáyọ̀ ni ọmọ ti Fáṣìlì. Ọmọ Fáṣìlì yé ni mo máa pe yọ̀yọ̀. Àbáyọ̀ ni o. Àbáyọ̀ ni o. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Because Àdìsá ló bí ó ní kẹ́ lọ́wọ́ kẹ́bí mọ́ kẹ́sùn kẹ́bọ̀ tó pàdé jọ̀gọ̀jọ̀gọ̀. Bọ́lá bá dágbé tí máa lọ́wí. Ìdúró òṣìṣẹ́ ń gbọ́.
Ṣé ẹ ń gbọ́?
Ìbẹ̀rẹ̀ òṣìṣẹ́ ti mọ̀. Àwa ò mọ ibi tó máa já sí. Àdìsá dé. Babalọ́lá ẹgbẹ́ ọláṣẹ jọ́gbọ̀.
Àdìdò ti má dìde.
Ọkọ̀ péjú ọmọ kárí ìdè. Ẹ̀gbọ́n mi fẹ́ mi Babalọ́lá. Babalọ́lá aláṣẹ jọ́gbọ̀.
Ẹ̀wá aláṣẹ jọ́gbọ̀.
Ọmọ ní fìdítì yé ni mo máa pè ọkọ̀ péjú. Méjú bẹ́bí lónìí tì tí máa bàjá o.
Tó bá bínú, tó bá ti yarí ẹlẹ́bẹ̀ sí bàbá. Bàbá máa bàjá o.
Fẹ́mi bẹ aṣọ olúwa ní. Babalọ́lá bẹ aṣọ olúwa ní. Ẹṣin tó ń dàgbà tí ò lè taná. Ìgbọ́ rẹ̀ ló pin ìyẹn kì í ṣe tìyẹ. Babalọ́lá jẹ àṣẹ olúwa ní.
Fẹ́mi bẹ àṣẹ olúwa ní.
Babalọ́lá bẹ àṣẹ olúwa ní. Fẹ́mi bẹ àṣẹ olúwa ní.
Ọmọ Babalọ́lá bẹ
Ọmọ Babalọ́lá ọkọ̀ péjú ọmọ wọn ní
ẹ̀sìn tó dàgbà tí kò lè ta mọ́. Ìgbọ́ rẹ̀ ló pin ìyẹn kì í ṣe tìyẹ. Babalọ́lá bẹ àṣẹ olúwa ní.
Ọmọ wọn ní bídìtì o. Àná wọn ní Ìjẹ̀ṣà òkèkè bí agbógun gbọ́dọ̀ wá di gangan lójú ogun. Ẹ máa bá mi tọ́jú yọ̀ mí. Ọmọ Fáṣẹ́lì yé ni mo máa pe yọ̀ mí. Chama managing director. Gbogbo ọgọ́ 7 motors. Òyìnbó tó ta mọ́tò máa tá kọjọ́kọjọ́. Àbáyọ mi máa dé o.
Àbáyọ mi máa dé o. Oh my God.
Àgbájé. Aláṣẹ àìjá consult Ìbàdàn nílò ní alẹ́.
Bàbá ibẹ̀ ló wà, ibẹ̀ ló wà, ibẹ̀ ló wà, ibẹ̀ ló dúró sí. Àgbàdé bọ́rọ̀ kan bá yọ tó bá jọ̀rọ̀ rárá ẹ. Ìwọ bánú sọ má bẹ nìyàn sọ rárá torí oníbàjẹ́ láyé wọ́n fẹ́ ní fọ̀rọ̀ o. Ayé tó tó àkàmọ́ra. Ọmọ ènìyàn àdìdí yọ̀yọ̀yọ̀. Ayé wa ní kan máa ṣe lọ. Ó bẹ̀rẹ̀ wá lòfin lọ́wọ́. Èèyàn nìyẹn o, èèyàn ṣòro. Láyọ̀ ọmọ aláwọ̀dé, àbúrò ti fẹ́lẹ̀ ọmọ aláwọ̀dé. Ọmọ láyé tẹ̀ o, àwọn Ìbàràpá méjèèjì. Ọmọ láyé tẹ̀ o, àwọn ti Ìbàràpá méjèèjì. Wálé àwo ti ṣe yìí. Ẹ ò ti dá nìkan ṣe lé ayé. Yíká ti wà níta ti pẹ́, ó dẹ̀ ń gbẹ́gbẹ́ dọ́gba o. Ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ pọ̀jù o, Ìbàdàn kó wá o. Ogun kó wá rí, ogun kó wá rí. Ọmọ Ìbàdàn ṣẹ̀rú ẹ̀ ní gbọ̀ngàn, ogun kó wá rí. Alábàṣàṣà fẹ́lẹ̀ oníbàdàn, Ìbàdàn fararọ́. Wọ́n mímú rẹ̀ dúdú, wọ́n mú ìyẹ̀rẹ̀ epo wá nítorí ìka o. Nítorí ìka mi. Èèyàn ti wá lò bàbá Lákì, wọ́n máa dùn tọ̀ fọlọ́jọ́. Wọ́n mú ìyẹ̀rẹ̀ di Ọ̀ṣun nítorí ìka o. Nítorí ìka mi. Ọmọ Adébọ̀dé, Ọ̀ṣun gbàgbọ́dé, Ọ̀ṣun gbàgbàkúgbà, Ọ̀ṣun gbàgbọ́dé, Ọ̀ṣun gbẹ̀gbùkẹ́kù, Ọ̀ṣun gbàgbọ́dé, Ọ̀ṣun gbẹ̀rọ̀kẹ́rọ̀, Ọ̀ṣun gbàgbọ́dé, Ọ̀ṣun gbẹ̀jákẹ́já. Àní aráyé má ṣe tẹ̀mí ìyá o, nítorí yíká mi. Ẹni tí ó ṣe ní aláàbí lóyìnbó, tó lè ṣe ní àgbẹ̀kọ̀rọ̀ lọ́dàbà. Yíká o, alágógó, lẹ́kúlẹ́kú, àgbàyíyá ro kẹ́lẹ́mọ̀. Ó lọ lóde òkàrà ilé, ọmọ Adépọ̀jù o. Ẹjọ́ ta ló ní mọ́tò yìí Nizam SMK 902 FQ. Ọmọ bàbá gbé kúrò lójú ọ̀nà mọ́tò ìràn fẹ́ wọlé. Ìka ti wà níta ti pẹ́, ó dẹ̀ ń gbẹ́gbẹ́ dọ́gba o. Àgbàdá Adépọ̀jù ti wà níta ti pẹ́, ó dẹ̀ ń gbẹ́gbẹ́ dọ́gba o. Kékeré mo máa tí mo ti gbọ́, orúkọ Yínká ọmọ Tàdépọ̀jù. Ìkókó mo wà tí mo ti gbọ́, orúkọ Yínká ọmọ Adépọ̀jù. Up to date, up to now, síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ o sì ń jáde. Up to date, up to now, síbẹ̀síbẹ̀ o sì ń dọ̀gba o. Ẹ̀gbọ́n fojú, ojú bá ló ṣe yí o, ènìyàn kọ́. Olúwa ló ṣe yí o, ènìyàn kọ́ o. Olúwa ló ṣe yí o, ènìyàn kọ́ o. Tó bá jẹ́ ènìyàn wá ti sí lógún. Tó bá jẹ́ ènìyàn wá ti sí lógún. Adépọ̀jù ó ń bá wọn wọṣọ, aṣọ àsìkò tó ń wọ̀. Ó ń bá wọn kọ́lé ilé àsìkò tó ń kọ́. Adépọ̀jù ó ń bá wọn ra mọ́tò àsìkò tó ń dùn gbogbo nǹkan rere tí wọ́n ń ṣe o gbogbo nǹkan gidi tí wọ́n ń ṣe o bí ká ṣe bá wọn ṣe. ó ti dára kò dára mọ́ ọlọ́run ọba kò wá fi sọ̀rọ̀ ẹ̀. Ìbàdàn nílé bàbá tó ti yẹ lọ́kọ̀ èmi máa bá ẹ̀ débẹ̀ ṣe nǹkan rere. Chìrìrà bí ọdún jọlá oṣó. Kọ́ládé ní mọ́ sùúrù ire ní. Báwo sọ́ǹtì. Bàbá tèmi yàn mí ní Jones. Rọ́ọ̀sì. GCIOBA elders. Dádì gbogbo yín lè máa lọ́jọ́ alẹ́. Ẹ jẹ́ ká ṣàdúrà yìí. Ọmọ ẹgbẹ́ àwa o. Àlídà o, Kọ́ládé mi dìde. Àlídà o, Kọ́ládé mi. Ìwàlí mi Kọ́ládé mi Kọ́ládé ọmọ rẹ́bù. Mo bá gbé tí ẹ tó já, láti kan má bẹ̀rù. Mo bá gbé kòtò sílẹ̀, mo bá tẹ́ nílé lórí, wọ́n bá ní kí wọ́n wá sílé. Iná tí iná tó bá dá sílẹ̀ dẹ́ dúdúdú. Ẹ̀jẹ̀ mìíràn ló forí gbà ó. Akin ìran wa ní ló ti dúró dogun. Ìran wa ní ló ti dúró dogun. Àwọn dàpọ̀ iwájú àti ẹ̀yìn àti kìkì ogun ni. Iwájú àti ẹ̀yìn àti kìkì ogun. Ibi tó bá dé là ń kọ́ ọmọkùnrin. Àdúrà kan tí mo gbà fún wọn máa dẹ́kun dùn. Kó pẹ́ fún wa. Ìgbésí ayé ẹ má bàjẹ́ òbí owó náírà. Bí o fi àdúrà rẹ̀. Àgò ló máa dádì yẹn gbẹ̀yìn o. Àgò ló máa dádì yẹn gbẹ̀yìn. Adékalẹ̀. Àgò ló máa dádì yẹn gbẹ̀yìn yéyé. Àgò ló máa dádì yẹn gbẹ̀yìn. Ìsẹ̀yìn yàtọ̀. Lọ́wọ́ fẹ́. Àgò ló máa dádì yẹn gbẹ̀yìn. Alọ́rọ̀dù àníwó kíyà o. Ọmọ wọn ní Ìbàdàn, inú olúyọ̀lẹ̀ o. Ìbàdàn májà kò fi kára ìwájú lọ́rù. Ọmọ jẹ̀bi kẹ̀kára wọn máa fi kára ìfọ́rí mi. Ọmọ Ìbàdàn kì í ní sóòsì ẹ̀mí. Kì í lè jẹ lánàá, ẹ̀rọ fi kìí. Ilẹ̀ fi jókòó, kò fi sí àmì. Bá a lápá ṣápá tó bá dé lórí Ìbàdàn. Ìbàdàn dárí o, mo sọ pé kò lè para rọ. Torí pé wọ́n pẹ́ kó tó sílẹ̀ ẹ̀jẹ̀ lé lórí. Wọ́n ní kí wọ́n wá sílẹ̀. Ìlànà pàtí pẹ́pẹ́ yẹn bá tó kúta. Omi ní ọ́fíìsì. Ìpàdé ajáwé gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ̀kọ̀ ní bùbá o. Àdìmọ́ bá lòdì o. Látúndínmọ́ aláwọ̀ mọ́ ire ní. Owó ti dé bàbá dání ìgbó para ní mo kíkí. Àṣírí ẹ̀kọ́ tuntun lójú ẹ̀rọ àṣírí ìwọ gbọ́gbọ́ kò ní tún jíde kí ló dé. Ọpẹ́ kòtò sí sẹ́kẹ̀rì lè lórí. Wọ́n ní kí wọ́n wá sílé. Iná lọ́pàá àti pẹ́pẹ́ yẹn bá jòkúta. Omi ní ọ́fíìsì. Nígbà tí ajá ò gbọ́dọ̀ tẹ́kù ní bùbá o. Orí àṣìbàjẹ́ ọlọ́run ò jọ̀wọ́. Ó pẹ́ títí ẹgbẹ́ lòlò wá pé bàbá. tiẹ̀. Olúwa àṣìṣe ní tuntun. Ìmọ̀tò ìmáṣẹ́jú ẹlẹ́dẹ̀. Ìmọ̀bàlú jẹ́ bẹ́rù bá jọba o, bẹ́rù bá jọba o, ènìyàn ìlú kan. Alálàlọ́ ní tèmi o. Wálé mo bá lòdò ṣòfò. Ọmọ làwọn dé ọmọ láyé tẹ o. Gbogbo tó bá dá wọn lé ní ṣe lálẹ́ àbí ọdún sí ìṣẹ̀lẹ̀. Ẹ̀gbọ́n Dayọ̀ bọ̀bọ̀, bàbá oníbèjì, bàbá bíníbíní, lójú orogún. Ayẹyẹ tó ṣe wá tọ́jú bíbí rẹ̀, kò ṣe fowó rà. Bíbí rẹ̀, ọ̀nàrẹ́bù. Bíbí rẹ̀, ọ̀nàrẹ́bù. Bíbí rẹ̀, òdìgbò tó kú. Bíbí rẹ̀. Ọyọ́ sákìsákà kò nítorí bíbí rẹ̀. Bàbá lẹ́bi báwo bàbá mi, ìwọ báwo bá mi bọ̀ kábọ̀. Èèyàn ló sanwó èèyàn.
Èèyàn ló sanwó èèyàn. Agbèrò ń sanwó mi, yọ̀mí lágbèrò ń sanwó mi. Agbèrò
ló sanwó mi o, ọmọ bíbí rẹ̀.
Èèyàn ló sanwó èèyàn. Yọ̀mí lágbèrò ló sanwó mi o.
Èrò máa wò o. Ọmọdébù dá o. Ọmọ bíbí yìí rẹ̀ fẹ̀sọ̀ sí jóni. Olódìdé yìí mọ̀ máa pè é o. Gbogbo tó bá dáwọ́lé pátápátá. Kìí ṣe sáńdẹ̀ ayọ̀ ní sílé. Ara yẹn máa ṣe yẹn sì máa ṣì fún. Ara yẹn máa ṣe sí ọ̀sára. Èèyàn ló sọ̀rọ̀ èèyàn.
Èèyàn ló sanwó èèyàn.
Ọ̀nà lè fi bíbí rẹ̀.
Agbèrò ló sanwó mi o.
Ọmọ kan sọ. Ọmọ kan sọ lọ́rọ̀ ìrẹ̀bìrì. Ìwọ ti ṣiṣẹ́ lọ́rùn. Owó ló bá gba láyé. Ọmọ àlámọ́dé mi fẹ̀sọ̀ sí jómi. Àdáyọ̀ bọ̀bọ̀ màmá rẹ̀. Bàbá wíníwíní lójú òrogún. Ìjùmọ̀ràn lójú ìhárọ̀. Bàbá ọ̀bẹ kì í ṣì bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣẹ́. Onídàá lásán níbẹ̀ kò lọ. Èjì rẹ̀ tó ń wọlé alákìsà yẹn. Ó sálákìsà tó ní ká aṣọ. Àbúrò mọ́lẹ̀ bàbá fẹ̀sọ̀ jíjó. Ọmọ láyé tẹ o. Bọ́pẹ́ kòtò sílẹ̀ kọ́ bá tẹ́ nílé lórí. Bọ́pá ní kí wọ́n wá sílẹ̀. Iná bí gbọ́ngàn já sílẹ̀. Ẹyẹ gbogbo, ẹyẹ mìíràn. Ìgbọ́ kọrí pa o. Fẹ́mi ọ̀nà délé. Ọmọ wọn ní jàbí igbó. Ọmọ òkè àgbo àgbèyé. Ọmọ òkè àgbo àgbèyé. Kékeré Ìjẹ̀bú owó ní. Àgbà Ìjẹ̀bú owó ní. Ọkùnrin Ìjẹ̀bú owó ní. Obìnrin Ìjẹ̀bú owó ní. Orí mi má jẹ́ fọ̀rọ̀ Ìjẹ̀bú ṣeré. Fẹ́mi ire ní. Ìgbà àrùbà sọ́jọ́ máa ń yọ.
Bàbá sọ́jọ́ yọ.
Àní tó ń bá rọ̀.
Bàbá bọ́ọ̀lù lọ.
Ìgbésí ayẹyẹ lọ́sọ̀ fọ́fọ́ ní gbogbo.
Àní tó ti ké bàbá nàbẹ̀dà.
Oúnjẹ ṣìbáraba ṣìkòròbó. Ṣìkòròbó.
Ìgbésẹ̀ ṣìbáraba.
Ṣìbáraba. Ṣìkòròbó. Ṣìkòròbó.
Ìgbésẹ̀ ṣìbáraba.
ọkọ ládùn èyí wọ́n máa pè é.
wà ò lóògùn ẹ̀ṣẹ̀.
ọkọ lè jí kọ́ ládùn.
bàbá lọ́wọ́ ló ti gbé.
olùwà lológun ọmọ dámọ̀ ló ń bọ̀. yẹ kó mọ̀ yà sọ́dọ̀ kiri ta dé ṣe.
olùwà lológun ọmọ dámọ̀ ló ń bọ̀.
olùwà lológun ọmọ dámọ̀ ló ń bọ̀. yẹ kó mọ̀ yà sọ́dọ̀ mi tẹ̀mí máa jẹ́ ṣe ìjà o.
olùwà lológun ọmọ dámọ̀ ló ń bọ̀.
ẹ̀dá kan ń gbìyànjú.
àti àkàtì.
final decision. ó bẹ lọ́wọ́ lọ́wọ́ ọba o.
olùwà lológun
àti tẹ́tí lé òbí bàbá. gbogbo tá a máa jẹ àti èyí tá a máa jẹ ọlọ́wọ́ bá ti mọ̀ kó tó dìgbà tá a bá sílé ayé.
olùwà lológun ọmọ dámọ̀ ló ń bọ̀.
owó wa sọ̀dọ̀ èmi náà ló kó lára èmi náà lọ lára yẹ kó mọ̀ yà sọ̀dọ̀ gbogbo ìyànjú táwa bá gbà ó bàbá bá wa fèrè síṣẹ́ wa ó bá kí tí yan táwa bá ṣe ó bàbá bá wa fèrè sí torí níbi tẹ́gbẹ́ wa ti náwó kẹwẹ́ bàbá báwọn náà ra ó níbi tẹ́gbẹ́ wa ti náwó kẹwẹ́ bàbá báwọn náà gidi gbogbo ìyànjú táwa bá gbà ó bàbá bá wa fèrè sí.
All right, well, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, would like to say thank you to you for your patience thus far. Our lovely band, we're just saying you should reduce the volume, not stop the music. Okay, thank you. All right, as we continue to await the raffle draw, because that's what's coming up next, I see my committee members already putting that together. We're not going to leave here without winning these items, ladies and gentlemen. These were put here specifically for a winner or many winners. And so there's a basket. We're collating the tickets. And very shortly, we'll be knowing who those winners are. All right, so let's have more music. And don't forget, the commissioning is still ongoing. And hopefully we should be having the governor still coming through to say a word or two before we round off today. All right, the Adonai Band, pick it up.
Gbogbo ìyànjú tẹ̀wẹ̀ bá ń gbà ó. Bàbá bá mi fèrè síṣẹ́ mi. Ó bá kí tí yọ tẹ́mi bá ń ṣe àdìsá ó. Bàbá bá mi fèrè sí. Níbi kẹ́gbẹ́ mi ti náwó. Kémi má bàbá wọn náà ra ó. Níbi kẹ́gbẹ́ mi ti náwó. Kémi má bàbá wọn náà gidi. Gbogbo ìyànjú tẹ́mi bá ń gbà ó. Bàbá bá mi fèrè sí. Nítorí pé ìyànjú lọ́dà mọ̀ ń gbà ó. Torí pé ẹni tó máa ní ló máa ní. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ bí ẹni wo dà kọ́kọ́. Ẹni tí yóò ní ní kò ní ní o. Ìyànjú lọ́dà mọ̀ ń gbà ó. Ẹni tó máa ní ló máa ní. Ká ṣiṣẹ́ bí ẹni wo dà kọ́kọ́. Ẹni tí yóò ní ní kò ní ní o. Ẹ̀dá gba ìyànjú. Ìyànjú ládá mọ̀ ń gbà wá. Àwa ń gba ìyànjú. Ẹ̀dá kan ń ti ráká ní. Gbogbo èèyàn kan ṣá ló máa lówó lọ́wọ́. Gbogbo èèyàn kan ṣá ló máa ní lárí. Bàbá jọ̀wọ́ jẹ́ ká wá lówó lọ́wọ́. Gbàdúrà wa jẹ́ ká wá ní lárí. Bàbá jọ̀wọ́ káwa lájẹ́ ṣe fúdà. Káwa lájẹ́ ṣe fúdà lásìkò. Torí ìyànjú ládà mọ̀ ń gbà ó. Torí pé ẹni ẹni tó máa ní lọ máa ní lárí ká ṣiṣẹ́ bí ẹni ó dà kọ́kọ́ ẹni tí ò ní ní kò ní ní owó.
ìyànjú dáadáa mo gbà ó.
ìyànjú dáadáa máa ń gbà ó.
ẹni tó máa ní lọ máa ní.
ẹni tó máa ní lọ máa ní.
àṣìṣe bí ẹni ó dà kọ́kọ́.
àṣìṣe bí ẹni ó dà kọ́kọ́.
Ọmọ jákúta lóyìnbó.
Ó bèrè lọ́wọ́ orí ẹ̀ o.
Ṣé bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ́nà ti yẹ?
Ó kọ́ pé bá ọ̀nà mi.
Ẹ̀dá tó bá kọrí owó láyé.
Ó bá ṣàgbé bá nílẹ̀ àlá.
Ẹ̀dá tí ò bá jẹ́ kọrí owó. Ọba fi sílé owó kó bá jẹ́ kí lówó. Ìyànjú dáadáa mọ̀ ń gbà ó.
Ẹni tó máa ní ló máa ní. Àṣìṣe bí ẹni wo dàgbà. Ẹni tí ó ní ní kò ní ní owó.
Ìyànjú dáadáa mọ̀ ń gbà ó.
Ìyànjú dáadáa mọ̀ ń gbà ó. Ẹni tó máa ní ló máa ní. Àṣìṣe bí ẹni wo dàgbà. Ọlọ́dún lè yé mo bá lóde. Ọmọ bíbí rẹ̀ kò ṣe fòfò láláyé. Àdáṣọ́ bí ẹni dòdò. Ẹ tọ́jú àti tẹ́túndé. Túndé òdù báwọn jọ. Èkó lọ́mọ wa tó dẹ̀ ti ń pawó. Gbogbo tó bá dáwọ́lé pátápátá. Níṣẹ́ láńdẹ̀ táyọ̀ ní sí i. Ṣé ẹ̀yí ọmọ tí fádà ń sí i? Ọmọ wọn ní Jésù. Ìrìnàjò sọ dídì ìsànú. Ilé lẹ́nu ọmọ tí mú náà lóko. Dúdú lẹ̀kọ́ kó bá làbúrò. Mo sọ pé lọ́jọ́ tí ní bá bí dúdú. Dúdú àbẹ̀wò akọ́mọ́ fúkú pa. Tọ́jú Bọ́lá Àníyànlá Lagos. Òyìnbó èlé pòfẹ́sọ̀ jíjó ni wù. Honorable Akínyàlí Oṣé. Former House of Assembly. Ẹ tọ́jú Fẹ́mi. Ọmọ olùfọ́sọ̀yẹ tí wọ́n ní olùsọ̀yẹ. Rìtáyà jẹ́ ilé ra wọn. Dr. Fẹ́mi Ògúnlùsì. Dókítà tó wòye. Sọ́kùbọ̀ Olúwa fún mi. America connection lọ́kọ̀ yẹ. Ọmọ tó sọ. Ọmọ tó ń sọ lọ́rọ̀ yìí ẹbí. Alright. Ọmọ tó sọ. Ọmọ Jésù dà ó wá dà. Ọmọ tó ń sọ lọ́rọ̀ yìí ẹbí. Nọ́mbà kọ̀ọ̀kan lọ́pẹ́ tó wá sọ̀rọ̀. Nítorí pé ìwọ̀n gbọ́dọ̀ lọ́mọ lọ́pẹ́. Bóyá ṣíbá ìbáraga sí borobo. Túndé
ṣíbọ̀lọ́bọ̀ ṣíbáraba. Àdìsíbá ṣíbáraba ṣíbọ̀lọ́bọ̀. Ṣíbọ̀lọ́bọ̀ ṣíbáraba. Ẹ̀bẹ̀rẹ̀ tó. Ọ̀nàrẹ́bù bíbí rẹ̀. Ẹ̀fẹ̀yìn jó baladi sábà ti wú mi. Ẹ má bẹ̀rẹ̀ má di lọ́rí. Ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ jó. Ẹ bẹ̀rẹ̀ jó. Ẹ̀fẹ̀yìn jó baladi sábà ti wú mi. Ẹ má bẹ̀rẹ̀ jó. They forget your sorrow, dance to my music. Money, 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 money. Ìbàdúgbò kan lọ́dọ̀, ọlọ́mọ mi lómi mu, ọlọ́mọ mi lómi mu. Mo lọ ṣàṣà kẹ̀kẹ́, mo lọ ṣẹ̀ṣẹ̀ kẹ̀kẹ́, bí kákò agẹmọ. Bìrìbìrì, oya gbé bọ́dì. Gbé bọ́dì, gbé bọ́dì yẹn, gbé bọ́dì yẹn. Everybody, just want to just also share it. More private, Ojo focus, share you don't focus. Ojo focus, I want to value, I want to share you. Look at something, ṣé kí ni kan bàtọ́ lọ́hùn kò lè ṣe. Ṣé kí ni kan bàtọ́ lọ́hùn kò lè ṣe. Nítorí ó máa lọ lára dáhùn ojú yòókù dìde. Òkú ọjọ́ kẹrin bàbá mi dìde dìde. Nítorí ọ̀lẹ́ ni tó sọ fún wa pé wa kò lè ní rí. Ọ̀lẹ́ ni tó sọ fún wa pé wa kò lè dé ènìyàn. Àgùkọ sọ fún wa pé ká mẹ́nu kúrò nígbà o. Ọlọ́run tó dá ní bàbá mi jù bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ṣé kí ní kan bàtọ́ lọ́run kò lè ṣe? Tó bá sì sí ohun tí kò lè ṣe. Ṣé kí ní kan bàtọ́ lọ́run kò lè yanjú ẹ̀? Èmi ò rí ohun tí kò lè ṣe. Ọlọ́run tó fi yòókù pupa sí méjì tó má lọ láradá tó jí yòókù níbẹ̀. Ìṣòro wo ló wà nínú ayé náà? Apá Ọlọ́run kò ká èmi ò tí ì rí. Ọlọ́run tó tóbi. Ọlọ́run bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ọlọ́run tó tóbi. Ọlọ́run bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ayé ò bá mọ́. Ọlọ́run tẹ̀ bùkẹ́. Òun ò bá mọ́. Ọba yẹ ká tó ti bì rẹ̀. Ọlọ́run tó tóbi. Ọlọ́run bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ọlọ́run tó tóbi. Ọlọ́run bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ọlọ́run tó tóbi. Ọlọ́run bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. Ayé ò bá wọ́n. Ọlọ́run ṣe ìrùgbé. Ọlọ́run ò bá wọ́n. Ó fayé ṣàkóso ti sọ ìgbìtẹ̀. Ọlọ́run tó lọ́dún tó lórí.
ṣe fòfò láláyé. Honorable Akin, àlìkò kí ẹ Akin. Ibi aláyé bá kọjú sí. Jíjẹ ìwọ̀n ọmọdé nígbà wọn kọjú sí. Gbogbo tó bá lọ́wọ́ lọ́la já sówó jíde lóyún. Ọmọ já sówó má dẹ̀ má já sówó lélẹ̀. Ẹ máa bá mi tọ́jú bàbá mi dé. Àwọn òṣèyí mo gbà fún ẹ tó ṣe. Ṣíbáraba ṣíbáraba ṣíbórógó. Òkútó ti kú, kò lè gbé bọ́dí sókè o. Torí pé mo bá wọ́n ìyàwó bàbá o. Òkútó ti kú, kò lè gbé bọ́dí sókè o. Torí pé mo bá wọ́n ìyàwó bàbá o. Ènìyàn bàbá ní Olúwa fún ẹlẹ́dẹ̀ lórí ìyàwó ọmọ ẹ̀dá o. Ọpẹ́ yìí àtọ́ láti mú wá bàbá o. Ọlọ́rẹ́bù wá kí òtí ní pẹ̀tì. Ọlọ́rẹ́bù òtí. Òtí wá kí ọ. Òtí ọ̀nàrẹ́bù. Ọ̀nàrẹ́bù. Ilé gbogbo pàdé mi lọ́nà. Ó ti pẹ̀pẹ̀pẹ̀pẹ̀. Ó yé ní gidiga. Fẹ́mi pọ̀ ọtí. Ọtí ipò ọlá dára o. Ipò ọlá. Ó ní òrèlè. Ọtí ipò ọlá dára o. Ipò ọlá. Ipò yìí rẹ̀ lọ́pọ̀lọpọ̀. Ó sì máa níbẹ̀ o. Wàdẹ́ni àtàtà. Wàdẹ́ni àtọ́lé. Wàdẹ́ni àtàtà. Wàdẹ́ni àyẹ́sí.
orí bàjọba lọ́la o kò sí bàjẹ́ bẹ́ẹ̀ o. ó ti o ọ̀nà lẹ́kù o. ní ìlú ọ̀pẹ pẹ́pà ẹ̀yà ìlú ọ̀gbọ̀ngàn làdùlá. ó yá lẹ́gbẹ̀ẹ́. aládélé ọmọ ti jẹ kéde. ó ní pé èmi gbọ́ngàn làdùlá. aládélé wọn kí ẹ o. ó ní gúgọ tó gún. gbogbo tó bá dáwọ́ lá máa mú wọn wá. alibádìkà lọ tún lò sí. ládélé mo kí ẹ ìwọ lọmọ tó ń sọ. ọládélé mo kí ẹ ìwọ lọmọ tó ń sọ. ládélé mo kí ẹ ìwọ lọmọ tó ń sọ. ọmọ jẹgẹdẹ o jẹgẹdẹ o jẹgẹdẹ o jẹgẹdẹ. ládélé mo kí ẹ ìwọ lọmọ tó ń sọ. ọmọ gẹgẹdẹ mo bọ lóde abo tí wàá lé chief. ládélé mo kí ẹ ìwọ lọmọ tó ń sọ. ọmọ aláwọ̀ dé ọmọ láyé tẹ o. ládélé mo kí ẹ ìwọ lọmọ tó ń sọ. àwùjọ láwọ̀ dé ọmọ láyé tẹ o. ládélé mo kí ẹ ìwọ lọmọ tó ń sọ. ó ṣe kọ́ ní ìsẹ̀yìn ilẹ̀ tó mọ ṣọ̀tún lóní sẹ́rẹ̀. yorùbá. yínká yínká èdè bàbá èdè yínká oníbi ò yínká ṣòwò èdè bàbá èdè. ògèdè gbé agbógun bolo ọmọ ti jẹ gẹdẹ ọmọ dúdú lẹkọọ pupa làbúrò lọ́jọ́ tí ní bábí dúdú àdèwà fọmọ pupa àyọ yìí bàlá pàdé o wọn pàdé o àyọ ìṣẹ̀sùn pàdé bí ọtí ìtẹ̀bí bàbá tí tọ́kì lọ́dún wáyé ní ìlú.
All right. Thank you. That's right. Thank you very much. Let's give a round of applause to our band, please. Very important. They've been serenading us with music, keeping us company, and of course, the ambience has been acceptable. Ladies and gentlemen, distinguished guests, it's time for the raffle draw. You know, I was trying to, with all due respect, because of the people that are not here, I was hoping we have them come back so they don't miss out on the opportunity. But as it stands, we're going to have to move ahead with the program. If anybody knows any winner, you could easily just pre-inform them and tell them that they won. This way, we will not keep ourselves waiting endlessly. And so, I'm going to invite to the stage at this point in time one of my tiers. When you see this great gentleman, you assume he's of the, the feeding bottle era. But with all due respect, Boson Wadele is of 1984. Boson Fashional, with all due respect. 1984 set. And I tell you, he looks like such a young man. Okay, so let's move on with the raffle draw. He will be doing the dipping. Okay, as a mark of respect, we're going to call on one of our trustees to come forward and do the first. All right. John, as we continue to wait patiently, because I just received a briefing that we should pause for a few minutes just to see the turnout of things and if people return to the auditorium in good time. Well, without mincing words and unapologetically, I'm going to continue my bragging at this point. Earlier on, I told you about how the past 4 commissioners of youth and sports in Oyo State have been Government College IBADAN boys. One of them just stepped out of here. I recall Honorable Adedapo Lamadeshino during the Ajimobi era. After him was Umar Farouk Alao, who is also an old boy of Government College IBADAN. As though that were not enough, in comes Abayomi Oke, who only just stepped up and left a few minutes ago. He occupied that position, and what I'm telling you is consistently, back to back. Right after Abayomi Oke, in comes Governor Seyi Makinde, and lo and behold, his new Commissioner for Youth and Sports is Sheun Fakorede, also an old boy of Government College IBADAN. Now, I think we should give a round of applause for that achievement, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, in the spirit of celebration, don't forget Ajodun LUNCHEON. And so I think it's important to mention that a number of sets have left this room at this point in time. And so if we go ahead with the raffle draw, we will be secluding some of them from that opportunity. And so perhaps we wait just for a few moments to see if, they will be back in good time. Somebody will just whisper to me right now that the Commissioner for Health, the present Commissioner for Health here in Oyo State, is an old boy of Government College IBADAN. I mean, that's Dr. Ladipo. Very true. I think I interviewed him on one of my shows at the BCOS. You're quite right. I never knew he was an old boy, though. And so, such is the drive for excellence that the average Government College IBADAN boy inspires or aspires to achieve. It was this school that left us with that practice, that culture, that ability to keep going in the face of all odds. Okay. And so as the commissioning goes on, I personally am also very proud, very, very proud of all the sets that have made contributions to the growth and development of this school. Now, yesterday, at the anniversary lecture in Abeokuta, a number of things were said about education and how the government in itself, on its own, does not necessarily have the capacity to keep education at its standard within our space. And hence, there has been an ongoing advocacy for the Old Boys Association to take over the activities of the school from government. I must say it was nice hearing from somebody who's not even an old boy, and I'm talking about the executive governor of Ogun State yesterday, who pointed out that, look, if he's going to be fair, that he agrees 100% that old boys associations or old girls associations should have a hand in the growth and development of their alma mater. And so, at some point, let's hope that that dream comes true. Because when I recall my own days here at the Government College Ibadan, and then I see the young boys in SS3 today, with all due respect, when we were in JSS 1, seniors with hairs all over their legs are the ones we had with their, and you'd be scared to talk to them. I remember there was this one senior called Wakpa. With all due respect, if there's anybody here from that set and you remember Wakpa, I don't know where he is. I can't remember what set, but he was definitely my senior. It was some 4 or 5 years my senior. Woe betide you if you call him Wakpa. You know, you have a field day explaining why you did so. But then, the harmony. These guys were ready to take us under their wings, nurture us, give us a sense of direction, to a point where you didn't need to respect them by command. You respected them because of the aura that they carried, you know, and the kind of tutelage they tried to pass on. And so I personally, once again, will always be grateful to Government College Ibadan, which is why at any point in time, even on air, I've been scolded by my producer at work a few times. But so would you believe there are times I go up school if there's something we're doing that has to do with GCI on air. My dear, Mr. Yonja Adegbite will definitely testify to this. And so I was cautioned at some point. All right. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, just some pep talk to fill up the space. And, well, as we wait for more instructions on how to go about the raffle draw, sorry, do we have anybody from 91 to 93 set here? Do we have anybody between 1991 and 93? Oh, we don't. I was about to invoke a memory, sir. For those who were in between those sets, you must remember our principal, Mr. Henry Adeyinka. I don't know if anybody remembers him. Very, very hard man. Now, I don't know if it's a criteria for Government College Ibadan principals to have a certain standard of hardness or strictness. But Baba Adeyinka will always be remembered by me because And I remember his car, one red Mitsubishi Galant. When Mr. Deyinka enters the school gate, everybody in front of his car starts running. Till date, I don't think I have children of my own. I don't think I've ever seen any such reverence in my entire life. The moment Mr. Adeyinka drives into the gate within the school compound, everybody starts running to the main premises of the school. I'm not joking, ladies and gentlemen. I'm talking ere gidi, because the moment that man gets to the school compound before you, everybody behind his car will not only kneel down, but will most likely have portions of grass to cut. But then, at the time, it seemed to us like we were going through a barracks, as though we were in a military base. But thinking back 20 plus years now, I'll tell you very confidently that those are the traits. Those are the elements of growth that have kept us sane today. Well, of course, the 92nd reunion and luncheon ceremony will be coming to an end very soon. We're only trying to ensure that there's a playing field that's fair and level, so as not to seem biased. This is why we continue to hold on as regards the raffle draw. I know we have people who are eager to find out what they won already. I'll tell you this much, nobody's taking these prizes away without certifying that they actually won. At this point, let me also very quickly point something out. Earlier on, when the national president was talking about one of the awardees being a GCI aristocrat, so to speak, of course, we saw the father, we saw his mother, and of course, himself, the awardee. Now, my own late father was also an old boy of Government College IBADAN. Yes, indeed. Went by the name Bode Ogunjobi. You call him Abuki Yando, I think. Yes, indeed. Yes. He also had an elder brother, Ebora Ogunjobi, who died. He died in a very tragic accident in the 70s when they were on their way to Festac. Ebora, that's right, my uncle. And so I also belong to that lineage of Government College IBADAN boys. My cousins went to Government College IBADAN as well. Sheun Ogunjobi, Wole Ogunjobi, and a host of them. Such is that pride that we have in our dear school. Our band has eloped. I'd like to believe they probably went to get some food.